is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Zoey Stark.
Zoey Stark has been impressive since arriving here in NXT, and we know she has huge dreams to accomplish here on the Black and Gold brand. WrestleMania tickets on sale this Friday. You can head to Ticketmaster.com for more information and join us on the grandest stage of them all, taking place Saturday, April the 10th, Sunday, April the 11th, Raymond James Stadium. WrestleMania back in business.
Accompanied by Raquel Gonzalez from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
And Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, of course, made history last week, Beth. NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, in their very first title defense against Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon, they became former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and they're still trying to take the sting off of that loss.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it is an utter disgrace that Kai and Gonzalez were forced to defend those tag championships on zero notice last week. That is no way to treat our inaugural women's tag team champions.
They accepted the challenge.
They got bullied into it. They had to accept. They were put on the spot. They should have been allowed to prepare for the matchup, at least have a photo shoot with their new championships.
This match brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Smile, you're on Cricket. Zoey Stark, Dakota Kai. Big test tonight, Beth, for Zoey Stark.
Yeah, I mean, Zoey Stark has said time and time again she knows she belongs here. Never did she prove that more than against the NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai. Man, what a performance. And tonight, she's got the opportunity to do it again against the ring general, Dakota Kai.
Part of the largest performance center recruiting class ever, Zoey Stark. And as you mentioned, Beth, she knows she belongs. I mean, how huge is that for a superstar to realize so early in her career?
I mean, there's a lot of pressure in this situation for Zoey Stark to be put up against the elite of the NXT Women's division, but she is handling the pressure well and excelling in this situation.
Yeah, it sometimes takes months or even years for young superstars to get comfortable here once they make it to NXT. The fact that Zoey Stark was able to get comfortable instantly tells me she has a supreme level of inner confidence in her abilities.
Now we talk about the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. Of course, earlier tonight we saw the Robert Stone brand challenge Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. We'll find out if that matchup gets made official or not, as Zoey Stark right now controlling. Of course, that matchup would be for next week here on NXT. It's Stark, nice counter to Dakota Kai. And look, wait, Zoey Stark, she says she can do it all.
Yeah, and I'd have to say, from what I've seen so far of Zoey Stark, I would agree with her. She's a powerhouse, she's a striker, an MMA aficionado. Every time I watch her, I'm even more impressed.
Raquel Gonzalez smiles on the outside for her partner, Dakota Kai. Kai up and over, able to get her right back to her feet. This is some of that speed and athleticism by Stark. Stark with one, now make it two. Takedowns to Dakota Kai. Look at Dakota Kai clasping her hands, trying to hold off some of this pressure. And, well, speaking of tag team titles, how about still to come the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line? Lorcan and Burch defending against Cross and the NXT champion Finn Balor. Of course, Balor and Cross meet 3 weeks at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver for the NXT Championship. The question now, Wade, will they be tag team champions in 3 weeks?
What an unexpected main event we have in store for tonight. A lot of strange goings on there in that. A lot of political movements going on there. What kind of team can Cross and Balor form, knowing full well that in 3 weeks' time at Stand and Deliver, they are going one-on-one for that NXT Championship. Wow!
Clothesline into the cover. Stark trying to beat Dakota Kai. I mean, we talked about the Io Shirai match, Beth, which, you know, it was a hell of a showing, like you mentioned. This would be a monumental win for Stark to knock off one of the top ladies and women in this division.
I mean, let's talk about Dakota Kai.
Covered by Kai, hook of the leg. Stark kicks out.
I might not have had time. It was almost over. I mean, she's competed in NXT NXT UK, New Zealand, Europe, WrestleMania, multiple takeover events. Her experience just can't be matched in the ring.
Right on top, another pinning predicament against center of the ring. Stark able to kick out at one, and so many of the Performance Center coaches, General Manager William Regal spoke so highly of Zoey Stark early on. Dakota Kai, I'm sure, is sick of hearing about it, because Dakota Kai, not one to be outshined ever, is Kai lining Stark and delivers a foot right across the jaw. As Kai into the cover again, and another near fall in this matchup.
So Zoey Stark has been a top competitor on the independent scene prior to making it here to the NXT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hearing a little smack talk going on here. But the difference now is that week by week, every single time she's in that ring in NXT, she's going to be in there with a top competitor like an Io Shirai or like a Dakota Kai. The question is, will she continue swimming, or is she going to sink to the bottom of the pool once she comes up against that level of opposition every single week?
Dakota Kai now trying to wear down Stark, really driving the air back out of Stark's lungs with the body scissors.
Yeah, I mean, this is where Dakota Kai's at her best as we get deeper into the matchup, just riding her opponent, driving her down, and again, preventing her from being able to get that oxygen. Zoey Stark, you know, isn't used to performing in these high-level, high-stress situations.
Right to the midsection goes Dakota Kai. Kai with an Irish whip. Stark able to put on the brakes. Look at the elevation from Stark, who catches Kai. And now Stark building some momentum in this matchup. Kai able to sidestep Stark into the top turnbuckle. And now the pace starting to quicken in this ultra-competitive women's division matchup. Stark spun around and whoa! Dakota Kai was trying to measure Zoey Stark. Instead it's Stark trying to pick up the offense. Up and down across. High risk, high reward. Zoey Stark in control. We're back live on NXT. Dakota Kai has been wearing down Zoey Stark throughout this matchup, but Stark continuing to fight. But Kai has just had an answer for Zoey Stark at every pass, and now it's Kai right on top. Another cover and another kick out, barely by Zoey Stark. But I mean, Beth, there's no limit to Zoey Stark. I mean, hats off for again, going toe-to-toe with one of the best.
I mean, I find it just so stunning that with Zoey Stark, there hasn't been like an adjustment period. She stepped into the ring and she truly performs like she belongs from day one.
Yeah, on a rare occasion, I'm going to agree with you, Beth. She looks like she has been competing here at the top level in NXT for years at this point, as we take another look at this double clothesline. Both competitors have the exact same idea with the exact same result. Both ladies down.
Dakota Kai back to her feet again. Might have the X factor in the matchup, Raquel Gonzalez on the outside. But as we've heard from Zoey Stark, she has overcome the odds her entire life for her family. And can she do it again tonight and pick up a huge victory?
And how she's overcome the odds is by being the hardest worker in the room. And possibly the hardest hitting.
Dakota Kai able to sidestep, got caught, and a half-and-half suplex. Folded up Kai. Stark charging in, knee right under the jaw, rocks Kai again. Stark quickly crawls into a cover, and Kai kicks out at 2. Wow. Take a look at the combination offense from Stark.
Really impressive stuff. The Capitol Wrestling Center has fallen in love with Zoey Starks in this is her 4th match here in NXT. It really is quite incredible. But once again, never take your eye off Dakota Kai. There's a reason why she's at the very top level in this women's division.
Dakota Kai trying to spin around. And this time connects with that pump kick right to the side of the face of Zoey Stark. Stark may be out.
I mean, Stark's struggling right now. Dakota Kai has that master of the kicks attitude right here.
I might have spoke too soon. What a vicious kick in her own right. Stark looking for a German suplex.
On the ring apron too, but wisely that ring veteran Dakota Kai hanging onto that top rope, preventing that from happening. And now perhaps Zoey Stark's a sitting duck.
Kai could have had a nasty landing, instead found herself back on the inside. Stark looking to, got caught! Super kick under the jaw.
Little bit of Shawn Michaels for you right there.
And another kick follows up. Dakota Kai into the cover. Shoulders down, and somehow Zoey Stark kicks out.
Now the powerful physique of Zoey Stark, but take a look at this athletic maneuver matched with a super kick to the jaw. Stunning Stark.
Pinpoint timing required to connect with that super kick, and that's exactly what Dakota Kai delivered.
Up going Stark. Stark, though, able to fall out, shoulders down, able to roll through to Dakota Kai. Kai coming right back, again shoulders down. And now Stark able to get up, look at backslide, shoulders down again, near fall. Stark answers with another knee. These two women showcasing their abilities here tonight on NXT. Stark plants Kai.
Rolling fireman's carry there. Starks perhaps with the opportunity to put Kai away. No!
Kai, the adrenaline starting to kick in. Wherewithal to get back to her feet, and now hoisting up Zoey Stark. What a kick! Gonzalez coaching up Kai on the outside. Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Oh my word, what a performance from both women there. Zoey Stark continuing to impress, but of course, Dakota Kai in the end somehow pulling out the victory.
Let's go back. I mean, again, agreeing with Wade, hats off to both women, but this is the deciding factor.
I mean, you take a look at Dakota Kai here, showcasing her own strength, and in this moment, it was how quickly she turned over Zoey Stark that allowed her to get the 3 count with those shoulders down.
Well, certainly after last week, Kai and Gonzalez. Oh, wait. We talked about the champion earlier tonight in this matchup.
Now, Shirai is someone that deeply respects Zoey Stark, but I think Shirai might have some other business on her mind.
Beth Phoenix right again. NXT Women's Champion certainly did have some other business